What's going on? What's going on? About to sit here and check out this interesting video. I must say, I haven't checked it out, but I did skim through it like 15 seconds worth. And so we got motherfuckers escaping from jail. From jail while recording this shit. Now, people used to ask me all the time, like, how people get their phones and drugs and shit in the jail or prison. Trust me, it's easier than getting a bottle of Dasani water. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, the guards bring that shit in. They don't make enough money. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and motherfucker can sell weed on the street for like $10 a gram, $20 a gram. You can go in jail and sell that same gram for about $100. Dead ass serious. But that's how you get that shit up in the jail, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. But we about to watch these motherfuckers break out, you know what I'm saying? And into my understanding, they taunting the police on top of that. So let's get it.
Good morning. My name is Sandra Hutchins. I'm the Sheriff Coroner of Orange County. I'm out here to provide you an update of our 3 escaped inmates.
There's a manhunt underway in California and beyond, really, after 3 inmates made a daring escape from a maximum security jail. Officials say the men may be armed and should be considered extremely dangerous.
There is a dramatic new warning about the danger posed by one of the escapees in a Southern California jailbreak.
And we turn now to the intense manhunt in Southern California for 3 escaped prisoners.
The details are ridiculous. Listen to this. First, investigators say the men slipped behind some beds and made their way through a hole in a wall. And then you can see they cut a screen there. And after that, police say the men squirmed their way through the jail's plumbing system.
Then breaking through 5 other secured areas. That's how they made it to an unsecured part of this roof, rappelling down several stories. It's believed they used a makeshift rope to aid in their escape.
We continue to have 3 individuals out there who are very dangerous, and I want to tell the public, presume that they are armed.
These 3 are extremely dangerous felons and need to be apprehended and brought back into custody immediately.
Kidnapped at gunpoint and held for days. An Orange County cabbie is telling us about his nightmare at the hands of 3 Orange County jail escapees.
An Orange County prosecutor is quoted as saying they let Hannibal Lecter out.
My name is Adam Hussein Nayeri. You know, a lot of people like to credit us with some Houdini escape act all in 8 minutes flat. It's an interesting myth. 3 guys sneaking out of a maximum security module right after a supposed 5 a.m. count without anyone noticing, setting up a bunch of things and passing through a whole lot. In those super quiet early hours, you can hear a pin drop from a mile away. That's just to get to the roof and get to the edge and cut a big section of a double razor wire and set up a retractable repellent system. Then, I don't know, I guess switch to our money wool suits made out of jailhouse blankets and have 3 guys rappel like 100 feet or so with some sort of a string made out of bed sheets. Kind of stuff you read about in comic books. In reality, it is true, we did leave that module after count. Not the one they're claiming though. I left that mod at least 8 hours earlier, the night before. Took a few hours just to set things up. As far as setup goes, well, we had a duffel bag and a backpack full of stuff. Bundles, hundreds of feet of high-grade industrial ropes, practically a toolbox, down to sized shoes, clothes, and much more. But this was no secret. I mean, they knew about all this within hours afterwards. I don't know why they still chose to stay with the string story, the 5 a.m. count, and whatever else. I'm sure they have good reasons. They always do. They even try to blame an innocent person initially. You know, we were so grateful he decided to help us. This man is truly a hero. I wonder if people will ever realize what I'm talking about. He's just a really compassionate person. He wanted no harm to anyone, to others, to us. When things fall apart, you just never know. You never know what a really intense situation can do to a man. His presence kept a loose cannon from acting out, for the most part. He just radiated this calm, fatherly presence. I couldn't communicate with him, and I don't know what happened. I don't want to speculate. It would take away from the purity I experienced in him, and that wouldn't be right. I wish I could help him more. I just didn't have 180 grand at the moment. I still think Mr. Ma is the most amazing person ever. This kid shouldn't even be in jail. How in the world can you put him in prison for life? For a tragedy he didn't even physically do himself, and they know that. What does a 14-year-old know anyway? Think about it, please. What does a 14-year-old know? Well, he grew up in jail and he's 21 now. And for the past year and a half, 18 months, they've kept him in the hole. Yes, the hole. A ghostly, silent concrete shoebox designed for a maximum of a couple of weeks of punishment only. Can you imagine? Is this happening in your first world country, America? They don't even do this in Guantanamo Bay. Jonathan's still in Disney Town's dungeon right now. He's bright, he's sensitive, he's silly as hell, and super down to earth. I bet he'd be in pre-med or some engineering school right now.
We're breaking news right now on that story, the escaped inmates, and look at this, only on 9, our first look at escaped inmate 43-year-old Buck Duong, now back in custody.
This is Buck, the first man in history to try to collect reward money on himself.
Well, Mama, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark.
Buck and his idea turn themselves in. This captain gets real excited, takes the podium, directly addressing the remaining 2 fugitives, us, starts taunting and giving out ultimatums. He had not the slightest clue what kind of effect his words might be having. Those last hours, feeling desperate, feeling hunted down, such powerful, reckless words. Oh, we felt them. I vividly remember. You'd understand if you saw too. Most likely no one would have ever found out what pushed us over. Almost. Someone ought to tell him, when you have no control and you say we have nothing to lose, de-escalating instead of taunting may be a better idea. It's not your life, you know. People are at risk on the streets. It was this critical moment when we had to make a decision. I'm so thankful we chose just being over madness. Too much already. I have many faults. One of them is not wanting to hurt people. Please, don't misunderstand though. No doubt about the man's intentions. Not criticizing him. I'm just saying exactly as we felt in real time, that's all. It's kind of like the difference in perception between a Sunday afternoon and a Monday morning quarterback, you know? And the captain, well, he got a promotion out of it with mother's blessing. Go figure.
Just saying, this is the craziest thing ever. Johnny here for the first time. Showed up to San Francisco and showed up to the best part of San Francisco.
Hey, Ashbury, baby.
And yes, we are not killing anyone. We are not kidnapping anyone. Just trying to pass time. Trying to weather the storm. That's all.
This is our casa right now for the moment. This is our crib. Water. You know, all the basics.
Wait a minute, want some bananas? No, we don't have crack. We don't have crystal meth. We're smoking weed and eating bananas.
It's kind of bananas. No, we're not doing the crazy things they're saying. They're thirsty to catch us. We know that.
And Friday night in San Francisco. A special Friday night in San Francisco.
You know, we cost the taxpayers a lot of money. People work hard to earn a living. More than that, we scared the hell out of people and caused a lot of anxiety and fear. And at the end of the day, I can't say I feel good about that. I can't. I don't know any club tie, velvety words to express this. But I do know, with every ounce of my being, I absolutely feel terrible for every single person who was affected because of us. It wouldn't be honest though if I said this extended to the members of the Reality Distortion Club. Most folks don't want to believe that some law enforcement can be a little less than honest, to put it lightly. People have no clue what these guys are capable of if they set their sights on you. Someone asked me as a joke once, do you know what's the difference between Orange County law enforcement and the Boy Scouts? Well, the Boy Scouts have grown-up supervision. It's a bit naive. Tightly ran organizations such as law enforcement, the culture of how things are done, always lead back to their leadership. Without the green light from the top, directly or indirectly, no law enforcement agency would play fast and loose the way they do around here. Oh, believe me, I know a thing or two about that. I got totally crushed by the reality distortion machine a couple years before the escape. Exactly why I completely lost faith in the system. Was it insanely wrong, wanting to give him one back? I don't know. Maybe there was a better Walt Disney way. I was just hurt, and I ended up hurting you. Really, who polices the police? Please, think for yourself. Question authority. Think for yourself. Question authority.
That's some shit right there. Now look, you wanted to go back to jail. You sitting there trying to collect your own fucking reward money for yourself. How the fuck does that work? You know what I mean? I don't know. But I do know y'all motherfuckers better not be moving around in that motherfucking van. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking police gonna pull up on your ass, especially in Frisco. Like, yeah, y'all might want to get the fuck up out of California. That's just like, yeah, you know, you might want to get the fuck up out of there. But bananas and weed and water and Jack Daniels, not a good combination. Just give me the weed. You know, when the police catch them, police gonna beat the shit out of their ass. Watch that next mug shot. It's gonna be black eyes and ripped t-shirts and all types of shit. California police, man, are very abusive. Very abusive, trust me. Trust me. But that's some interesting shit right there, you know. I would say shout out to y'all, but I just don't know who y'all murdered, you know what I'm saying? So until I read up on this case, I just say police gonna beat the shit out of y'all. Like, they gonna fuck y'all up, like uppercuts and some more shit. They gonna blow the motherfucking banana peels about that motherfucking van, you know what I'm saying? They probably ain't got the van no more though. They probably ain't got the van no more because they showed it. So yeah, you know what I mean? But drop me a comment, let me know what you think. And Orange County, y'all motherfuckers better tighten up.